Hello, Daily OGT here. Play a little part of this first.
225 people. As Brian Abel tells us, thousands of National Guard troops have now been deployed to help with recovery efforts.
After more than a week since Hurricane Helene made landfall, residents across the Southeast still reeling from the aftermath. A massive relief effort is underway across the region to restore power and rebuild damaged roads, especially in hard-hit western North Carolina, where more than 100 people have died and tens of thousands remain without power.
We can get Congress to also.
Okay, so I am not going to give any accusations, assumptions, or ideals. That was 2 hours ago, and this seems to be the same report you're getting from any local news anywhere in my viewing area, which I live in Granite Quarry, North Carolina. But these comments reflect it, and these comments are mostly from people in this area, and I have heard these same things from people that are living in these areas. Aren't there thousands of people missing or unaccounted for? Number of people missing is over 1,000, and those dead keep rising. People are being denied $750. All workers. I don't care about the money part. I do, but that's not what this is about. Praying. At least you're doing something. Thousands are dead. Please tell the truth. These people need help right now. Winter is coming. Wrong. Thousands and more dead. Get the CBs out there. Build roads, bridges, temporary buildings. They use them in war times. National Guard Army Corps of Engineers should have been deployed immediately. Why wait a week? And for context, North Carolina has several Army bases. One being the largest on the planet, not in the USA, on planet Earth. Fort Bragg in North Carolina is the largest military establishment on the planet. I'm so pissed off. I'm not here for politics or religion. This woman doesn't know how the hell to tell the truth. Maybe she's blind. Why is she speaking about the president? Exactly my point. I don't care about Lebanon. Lying. I'm not going to say that word. I didn't even know who that was. I don't follow politics. I know what I want to wear for Halloween, a FEMA costume. It's taking the military a week to show up. FEMA needs to give up their motel rooms. They sit there all day doing nothing. More than that, over 150 deaths related in the storm alone, in South Carolina alone North Carolina. It was 225 last Wednesday, and now I know 50 more bodies that was found. You hurricane survivors. My point is, this body count is, I can confidently say with 100% accuracy, is very, very off. Now, I'm not going to give my ideas on why this is or why it isn't, but this body count is ridiculous. My friend alone has seen hundreds and hundreds of bodies. The Lake Lure has nothing but debris in it, and there are arms and legs. There are at least 100 counts on different news stations of people talking about seeing dead bodies. And there are at least 100 counts of people actively talking about loved ones they lost, like literally out of their arms. There are spots and several videos showing that water within 1 to 4 minutes was nothing. Like, you couldn't have floated a paper boat on it. I don't know what a paper boat is, but to within 1 to 4 minutes, cars and 18-wheelers were being swept away. There's something unnatural about that. Lee, love you all. Yeah, there's some really sad stories. And the fact that people keep making political and religious statements about this is ridiculous. Why are we doing that? Oh. All right, I'm going to show a few of them. This is a 1 minute, not sped up video of the creek that is already way over what it should be. 1 minute. Now, if you look, it's already widened a little bit there. Let's just do it no volume. Let him talk. And it's already starting to pull up there and widen out. Slowly gaining power. Now you see it's coming up to the sides there. Now it's almost going over this rock that was way above it to begin with. Right here. Now it's almost up top. It was down here when this video started. Alright, last example I'm going to give here. This is just too hard to talk about for me right now without being objective. So as you can see, traffic stopped there. And this is a 4 minute video that shows here that its time is sped up into like a minute. But it's 4 minutes total if it was played in actual speed.
So here I want to give you an idea. Look at this. Just how quickly that flooding in Globe happened. So this is a video from Bonnie's Pizza right there in Globe. And you saw it, just a little trickle. We sped it up for you because it lasts about 4 minutes. This is on their Facebook page. So
look at that.
It's getting higher and higher. There go the barrels. There goes the sign as we keep watching this. And I think it was right in this area where the US 60 shut down. So let's bring in the owner, Joe Stapleton of Bonnie's Pizza. Joe, your surveillance camera really capturing this. First of all, I understand you have a lot of flood damage. I'm sorry about that. Tell us about what happened yesterday.
Well, you know, my son, he works at the hospital. He's a nurse there. And he's the one that warned us, and because
I'm going to turn the volume down. So this here is another video that is not time-lapsed. This is real time. This is a civilian video. And as you can see, I know the water is up on the other side of the railroad tracks. But the railroad tracks have been there ever since they were built by the railroad. This has never happened before. And if you live in the South, along the Appalachian Mountains, you know that all hurricanes dissipate because of the mountains. They do not get stronger. And I understand that a Gulf Coast wind or something held it in place. I'm not aware of anything that can hold a hurricane in a place for any amount of time. That's like saying I caught a tornado in a bottle, in my opinion.
he was driving toward the hospital on this emergency exit and entrance to the hospital, which was underwater. But he's the one that called us and told us about this, and we didn't really believe it that much because I've been here for 63 years, and this has never happened. But we were looking over the railroad track. We got other films. We were looking at what we call the railroad track, which is a berm behind us with a track on top of it, and the water was coming over that, and it's about, I would say, 8-10 feet on the other side. And the water just started coming over that thing, and it was in minutes. We had to, evacuate our building.
That dumpster go by. Sorry, Joe. We're watching the videos you talk.
We're watching this.
Oh, yeah. This film right here, where you can see how fast this water is coming in, and we were all. These are the people back at the hotel. They were wondering about evacuating, so we got everybody out, and everybody was safe. Thank God.
That looks like it's been sped up maybe twice.
It's really
Look at
amazing
that.
how this water can make damage and pretty much scare the crap out of you. Sorry to say those words on live TV.
I've never heard, and I've been through Hurricane Hugo, which was really bad. I've never heard of a hurricane doing more damage flooding than it did with the winds. And by the way, when this hurricane was on land, it wasn't a hurricane anymore. It was a tropical storm. If I'm not mistaken, it went back to hurricane status once it stood still. I could be wrong about that. I digress. So, this is Danny Lee, OGT. Unfortunately, this hit North Carolina where I live. And
behind us, the culvert through underneath the highway, they weren't able to handle all this water.
Oh yeah, look at that. You can see that it's all full of debris almost right there in that shot you just had.
Yeah,
up
there. There's so much stuff coming down. It's just we got about I would say about 2 foot of water inside the shops, and mud. The mud is terrible. That stuff is
sorry. This is the one that stood out to me most. The Woodfin River, North Carolina, September 27th. See, the sun's out. And that's before the road washed out, so There have been some really sad stories about things that people have seen floating by. Not all of them are public. Some of them are just my friends that have told me. Arms, bodies, children, babies, animals. Like those debris fields there. The railroad tracks aren't. Who knows when they'll get fixed? And I'm very careful what I say because I have known, or let's just say I heard that there have been several platforms deleted for information such as this. Mental health is real. I love you.